योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्.
Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Professor Rashid Khan from CDO Department, Gujarat University. Today we are going to see some mathematical functions which we can write in the Excel to do some mathematical calculation. These are some standard mathematical functions or the mathematical term which can be used to find some calculation answers. So we will be performing the basic calculation and data analysis in our Microsoft Excel. We will see what are those functions, what are the mathematical operations they perform, and we will see how they can perform that mathematical operation. So let us begin with the same. Here the learning objective of today's session. Here you can see these 5 are the aggregate functions, or we can say the mathematical function which we can use inside our Excel to make our daily needs easy. So you can see the function is average. Now average means the mean value or the average value of some given number. So the formula for average is sum of all the numbers divided by total number of all the numbers. Here you can see the function called minimum. If you give a list of numbers, it will find you what number is the minimum number among the list of all those numbers. And then maximum, similarly, it will find out the maximum of all the given numbers from the list. Sum, it will find out the summation. Summation means the addition or the total. Addition, we can see that total of all the given numbers. If you provide 5 numbers, then it will give you the sum total of all those 5 numbers. And count, it will count the list of records or the entries inside your Excel sheet based on some condition. For an example, if I want to count some person whose name is ending with Khan, so it will count all the names from the list of your table where the last name is Khan. So this is how it will work, and it will give you the final count, like there are 5 total records in which the first name is ending with a Khan. So we will see all these one by one. We will understand the core concept of Excel function and formulas. We will learn how to use the sum function. This is the sum function, but how to use the sum function, how to write the formula for that sum function, all these we will be doing in our today's session. We will master the average function. Now we know what is the meaning of average. Average means sum of all number divided by number of total number of number. That is sum divided by number. We can also write summation of sum divided by n. So this is called average. We will see count, how we can do count based on some condition, and we will also see what is the maximum and minimum function which is used in Excel. We will apply to these to the real life business data analysis. Now what are the Excel functions? Why do we need Excel functions? What are the requirements for those Excel functions? So functions are predefined. Functions means they are already defined in the Excel. We don't need to write the formula or the logic of the function. For an example, if I use the function called average, I don't need to tell the Excel that what is meant by average. Excel already predefined the meaning. Excel already knows what is the meaning of a average. So it will increase the efficiency. It will save your time by automating the repetitive math task. For an example, if you want to find the maximum number or the minimum number or the average of a given number, then you don't need a separate calculator to calculate these and enter into the Excel sheet. You can directly apply the formula in your Excel sheet and it will directly give you the answer. So it is more efficient way of doing the simple mathematical calculation. Also the accuracy is there. If you do using a physical computer or the outsider calculator, then it will take more time and it may give you a less accurate result because there may have a typing mistake. But here in the Excel, you don't need to type the data again. You only need to select those data. The data is already pre-typed. And third one, it is very much of business use because it is essential for finance, education, marketing reports and other such things. So these are Excel functions why we do need. Now using the sum function. Now how to use the sum function? Here the purpose of the sum function is to find the total summation, the total addition of all the selected numbers. Now add numbers quickly. If you want to add some numbers quickly into one another, that time we are using the function called sum. Now this is the formula. You will write SUM and then give opening bracket and then closing bracket. Here you will write colon. Here you will give you the first reference and then the last reference from where you want to start and till where you want to go. So here you can see I have used the sum function starting from D2 and going till D10. I am starting from D2 and going till D10. So first find D. What is D? D is here. Now D2. So starting with this D2 and going till this D10. So what it will do? It will find the addition of all these numbers and the sum count is given here. So if you want the count, if you want the sum in this cell, just simply click on this cell and write this formula in that cell. So it will give you the total sum of all these numbers. Now the good advantage of this is if you change this value 349 to 351. If you change this value from 349 to 351, it will get automatically changed to 392 to 3094 because we increased by 2. So it will get automatically incremented by 2. We don't need to find this value again and again. So you can simply write the data once and you can change the data as per your requirement, but formula will remain same. Example, calculating the monthly sales. For an example, if you are having a monthly sale for January, February and March, and if you want to find the total sale of all those months, so simply write the formula is equals to sum first index or the starting cell, range and then the last cell. Here you can put the two cell values starting from what cell, that is D2 and ending at what cell, D10. So it will give you the final sum value. Now using the average function. Now the formula is very similar, all those formulas are similar, only the logic behind the formula changes. Now average means what? That is the mean of all those numbers. So the purpose is it calculates the mean value is equals to, and then you need to write the complete formula, that is average, and then again you need to give the range. Here you need to write the first and here you need to write the second. For an example, here you can see if I want to find these, if I want to find the average of all these, so you can see this is C2. So we are starting with C2 and we are ending at C10. We are ending at C10. So if you write is equals to average C2 to C10, so it will give you the average value of all these. Suppose if you want the average value of all these, so you need to write is equals to average and then you have to give the range starting from F2. Remember, don't write F1. If you write F1, so this 2021, the heading will also be included in the average. But we don't want that 2021 to be counted. That is the year. These are the values. So only these needs to be counted. So starting from F2 and going till F10. So it will give you the total average value of all those numbers. Now the count function. How the count function works? There are two types of count function. First one is the count only. Second one is the count if only. Two function. First is a simple, that is count A1 to A10. So it will count how many rows are already filled or how many cells, exact word is cell, how many cells are already filled from A1 to A10. You can see this one is A1 and this is A10. So if I apply this formula here, count from A1 to A10, so all the rows, all the cells are already filled from A1 to A10. So it will give you the value of 10. That is, the count is 10. Suppose if I take a range of this, if I take a range of this till here, so it will be B4 to E4. If I write count B4 to E4. Now it will see how many cells are filled from B4 to E4. So B4, there is one cell filled, this is empty, and this is also empty. So count answer will be 1 only. Now second comes, that is count if. How we can use count if? Now for that you have a formula. You need to write count, and then you need to write if, and then you need to give the range from where to where. First cell, second cell, and then you need to put comma, and then you need to write what you want. For an example, if I want all the entries which are ending with a Khan, star, and then you need to write Khan, and then you can close. So it will count all the cells from the given range, that is A2 to A10, where the name ending with is a Khan. Here it should be Khan. So none of them. So answer will be 0. But if you write star JR, that is star junior, so you can see JR, JR, JR. 3 entries are there. So the answer for this will be 3. Here also you can see the value we are getting is 3 because of the formula. So that is how count works. Now the two remaining functions, that is the maximum and the minimum. The name itself suggests the maximum will give you the greatest or the maximum number among all the given list of number, and minimum will give you the minimum number from all the given list of number. Here it is a maximum, and here it is a minimum. The formula is also same. You need to write star starting with is equals to, and then write max, and then give the first cell range, and then the second cell starting with what cell and ending at what cell. So it will give you the maximum number from the cell. It identifies the highest value in the range. It is great for finding the top sales or peak store. For an example, if you are having a list of value and you want to find the smallest and the largest value from the list of value, that time you can use these two functions called maximum and minimum. So how to apply function on real data? Here if you see, this is one column called month column. This is another column called sales column. Now here are some functions which you can apply, and here you will see the result of those functions. Let us simply write it. First I am writing is equals to sum. So it will give me the sum value. Now what sum I want? From this to this. Suppose this is A and this is B. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you can see this is B2 to B6. So sum from B2 to B6. So what it will do? It will do the addition of all these 4 numbers, and here the result will be printed out. If I write average, that is AVE, RAGE, and then the same range here also, because there are only these numbers. So I want the average of all these numbers. So what it will do? It will print sum divided by 4, because there are 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5 numbers. So not 4. It will print sum, the total sum value divided by 5, because there are 5 numbers. Next, we can write count, and then again give this range from B2 to B6. So there are 5 entries, all the 5 cells are filled, so the answer will be 5. And if I write max and min and giving the same range, so the maximum of all those is 2200, so it will be 2200, and the minimum of all these is 1000, that is 1000 is the minimum, and 2200 is the maximum. So this is how this works. Real life business uses of all these aggregate functions which you can use in Excel. So budget preparation, we can use the sum for total projection. If we are doing some projection of our future task, then we can do the sum total of all the projection tasks so that we can get the calculated total value. Payroll, that is calculating the total wage as well as the average wage. For an example, a company is having 10 employees. So it will find what are the total salary they are giving to all the employees and what is the average salary they are giving to all the employees month-wise as well as year-wise. Inventory, if you are having an inventory system, you are using a stock for storing the data, storing some kind of products. That time you can use maximum or minimum, which product you are having maximum in size in your inventory and which product you are having minimum in size in your inventory. Some academia you can use average also. If you are using kind of average CPI, that time we are using the average function. And accuracy, that is eliminate the calculation error. If you change the data, it will change the calculation at the runtime. So it eliminates the error in your data. So speed up your decision making with the data using the tool called Excel spreadsheet. So Excel functions transform the raw numbers into the meaningful business insight. If you are having some raw numbers, 5 row numbers, and if you want to find some calculation and then based on some calculation, suppose sum, average, max, and then based on some calculation, if you want to plot some of the graph, then you can very well do it using the tool called Excel. So Excel function transforms the raw number which are not processed numbers into the meaningful business insights. So these were the functions which we studied in today's session. Sum to do the summation, average to find the average value, count to count the sum. Count, are two type of count is there, count only, count if, and the last is maximum and minimum. So that was all from my side for today's session. See you in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you everyone.